Today made it official. We're being punked. I don't think the Warriors are actually fielding a team this year. They have turned this whole thing into an MTV reality program. The whole Chris Paul thing was ridiculous enough as it was, and then they watch us all wrap our heads around it. All these people who hated Chris Paul, and now they're like, oh, Chris Paul's on the team, and Draymond's like, let's work out together, let's be BFFs. All of it is ridiculous and apparently real. And then they're like, watch this. We're going to sign Dwight Howard. And everyone's like, hey, that's a big man off the bench. And then they're like, just kidding, we're not going to sign Dwight Howard. So who do they sign today? Rodney McGruder.
Yep.
Now, many of you are probably like, who the hell is Rodney McGruder?
He's the crime dog guy,
Who
right?
are you? That's Fred McGriff.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Rodney McGruder, who once upon a time played for the Detroit Pistons. And you're like, well, this is like an everyman NBA. Rodney McGruder, why is this a big deal? Well, it's a big deal because you may, if the name sounds vaguely familiar, it's because of this. Once upon a time, courtesy of Klay Thompson.
Everything seems to be okay there.
Oh, my God.
Clay's figuring out. What's going on over there, Clay?
Rodney McGruder.
I don't know. This dude might be out the league soon. He's probably mad about that. Who knows?
Wow. Shots fired.
He's over here checking my guy. You good?
Everybody seems to be okay, and everybody's going to their respective locker rooms there. But
Yeah, I don't know.
no. So that will end it right there. But
That's savage.
5
He over here
Warriors
trying to start something like he's a good player or something. It's like, bro,
Easy.
get out of here. You might be. Sorry. All right, we're done.
Easy.
We're done.
Klay Thompson, NBC Sports Bay Area. Klay, that was back when he was moonlighting as a broadcaster. This is January 2021. And McGruder got into it with Juan Toscano Anderson. And Klay was on the mic, and Klay decided to go that route.
Yeah.
Which was fun.
Super fun.
At the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild. And then this from Draymond Green in a podcast a couple days ago.
Oh, from a couple days ago or from later that night?
Oh, no. I have a quote from a couple days ago, but play me the Draymond Green from that night.
Draymond later in the media room.
I don't know. I was in the locker room. But apparently he was taking up for Wayne Ellington. When the Rodney McGruder become the tough guy of the team? Like, I don't know, man. Everybody in the league tough these days. It's crazy. I've seen a lot of tough guys this year. I don't understand it. And don't nobody do anything. So, like, if you really wanted to do something, you could have done it. Walk over there talking shit like he's a team tough guy. Get the hell out of here. Tough guy, Rodney. Tough guy. Also, I think it was something that Juan said in the first or second quarter to Wayne Ellington. You ain't got nothing better to do that you still thinking about something from the first or second quarter when you weren't in the game. So apparently Wayne Ellington must have went over to the bench. I guess he went and told Rodney McGruder because he hadn't been in the game. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's too many tough guys in this league these days for me. But I know ain't nobody scared of no damn Rodney McGruder. Like, kidding me?
Wow.
Two parts that I cannot get enough of, which is the end, where he's like, ain't nobody scared of no damn Rodney McGruder. But in the middle of it, do you see how he gets so stuck, he almost starts just making fun of the name Rodney.
Yeah.
He's like, Rodney McGruder, like, Rodney. Like, you're tough. Rodney? My name Rodney? Some guy named Rodney? That is now teammate Rodney McGruder.
In theory, he still has to make the team.
Yeah.
He's been signed to compete for a roster spot. And this from Draymond Green Thursday in a podcast as shared by Warriors World on Twitter. Quote, Rodney McGruder was a hell of a basketball player at Kansas State, and he carved out a decent NBA career for himself, said Green in a podcast that was released on Thursday. I definitely didn't like what happened with our team. What was it? Last year? But Rodney McGruder, I've always respected as a basketball player. Hard-nosed. He got it out the mud, so I'll always have respect for that. Any guy who gets it out the mud, so that's my compliment for Rodney McGruder. Draymond Green. The tune sounds a little bit different last Thursday
because you found out
than it did a couple
of
years ago, right? Yeah. So, yeah, that's
as a great philosopher once said, pivot, don't panic.
Sure, yeah.
Or as Michael Jackson once said, damn, you're even better at moonwalking than I am.
Yeah,
like,
that's
holy hell.
That's straight out of the new media right there.
Yeah, is there anything that is not walk-backable by Draymond Green.
Well, I mean, now we got CP3 on the
Paul,
squad. Yeah.
McGruder, everything that happened with Jordan Poole.
They signed off on Dwight Howard, which, we signed off on him. And I wonder who didn't go ahead and sign on Dwight Howard. If it was Steve Kerr who came back from the FIBA failure and said, we're not doing Dwight Howard.
Well,
I wonder how that all fell apart.
I don't know if somebody didn't sign off on it rather than they just, they
sobered up.
Well, no, Dwight Howard got a lot of attention because he's Dwight Howard, but they've been working out a ton of people.
Yeah.
And all of them are maybe a right fit. They don't know yet. And so they didn't sign him. We're listening to 95.7 The Game. KGMZ FM in HD1 San Francisco. Always live on the free Odyssey app, Twitch and YouTube, powered by First NorCal Credit Union. You can always hit us up, 888-957-9570. Twitch, YouTube, absolutely. Comcast Business text line. It is Willard and Dibs. So, the Warriors are punking us.
You think?
I don't think there's a season this year. I don't think
it's just all make-believe.
All just a big practical joke.
And I wonder about the Chris Paul starting stuff. And I know that Steve Kerr spoke today about that very notion. And I wonder if it makes you feel better or worse about your bet with Alan Stiles.
I have to hear it. I've read it. I haven't heard it yet. I want to hear it. And so we're going to have it here in a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to have it here in a little bit. So
cool.
I can hear the tone behind it as opposed to just reading the comments. And then I'll let you know if I feel better or worse.
One thing I do know is this Warrior season is going to be unlike any other in terms of, the edge they're going to play with, bouncing back from last year's disappointment. Jordan Poole is gone. Chris Paul is here, whether he starts or not. You've got an old team, a veteran team, and I have a feeling that it's going to be an edgier group. And plus, the big cloud over everything is the Clay and Kerr contract situations, right?
So you still believe that there will be a season?
An NBA season, yes.
No, a Warrior season.
Oh, I'm hoping, yeah.
Here
on the home of the Warriors.
I believe that the Warriors are going to hold a press conference right before opening night where Kerr, Clay, Steph, Draymond, Chris Paul, potentially Bob Myers will come back to all announce their retirement the night before opening day. And just laugh and go. They'll all look at us and be like, "We can't believe that you all believe this, you idiots! Do you see how lame you are? How influenced you get by little things, you fans and media? You're hilarious. You coaching? Yeah, you are, because we don't even have a coach.
We don't have a team.
We don't have a team. Podziemski's starting tomorrow night. That's who's starting. Jeez.
It's
Dwight
been
Howard, Chris Paul, and Rodney McGruder. Right. Get out of here.
Rodney McGruder. League full of tough guys now. Rodney McGruder.
Stupid.